Hello, welcome to day 14 of Breakoff. We're into a full fortnight of action here at the Crucible. A brilliant day of semi-finals here for the Friday, with Judd Trump trailing Stuart Bingham 5-3 overnight, and Sean Murphy, well, he's got a very handy 6-2 advantage over Barry Hawkins, who was understandably tired yesterday after that marathon finish to his quarter-final against Neil Robertson. Now, if you've been watching the Crucible, or if you've been here in person, you may have seen these t-shirts and these guys collecting come rain, wind or shine. They're collecting for a very special cause. World Snooker have supported Bluebell Wood Children's Hospice for 3 years now, so we've heard a lot about it, but we thought it was about time we came and had a look at their great work. Well, I tell you what, Rachel, the food in here smells fantastic. So is this the main area where the children and the families can come to chill out?
Yeah, this is the main lounge area, so this is where everybody tends to congregate. This is where everybody has lunch. It's a really lovely feeling in here, great atmosphere. We do daycare as well, so children that come to us for daycare who are not well enough to go to school, the daycare takes place in here. When families come to stay with us for respite, all the food is free, and it's a really lovely place for families to be and recharge the batteries.
Well, another great thing they've got here is top quality chefs. I tell you what, a much better menu here than the stuff we get at the Crucible.
She's a little lady, I think we all get one.
Well, what a cool room this is, Rachel, the sensory area, and it's to stimulate and to calm the children. It's so nice, you know, I could go down and fall asleep on one of those bean bags, but a fantastic facility.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. It's really well used, this room, and as you rightly say, it's to stimulate the children, it's to calm the children down. And they are quite an expensive facility, but it's something that we couldn't do without, really. It is used an awful lot at the hospice.
So how much would all of the equipment in here cost? Because some of the AV stuff looks fairly high tech.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolute thousands that something like this would cost. I don't know the exact figures off the top of the head, but it's thousands. We've had this one since the day the hospice opened 7 years ago, so in the not too distant future we were looking to potentially upgrade it. So, but it's a big expense.
So Rachel, we're in the Forget-Me-Not suite. Just give us a context as to what this is for.
Yeah, basically this is when a child comes to us for the final stages of their life. They're accommodated in one of the children's bedrooms initially, and then after the child dies, this is a room that's specially temperature controlled, so the child can actually stay here until the funeral, and the funeral can leave from the hospice. So it's really a vital component of the hospice for us.
Well, even the gardens have a huge amount of thought put into them. You can see we've got the boat, beach and whole palm tree effect here. A fantastic facility. This was added very, very recently after a grant last year. Every single penny here is brilliantly spent.
Yeah, we wanted somewhere where the families could come for a bit of remembrance, a bit of quiet reflection, and not have to go into the hospice themselves if they chose not to. So as you can see, it's a dry riverbed. Every time a child passes away at Bluebell Wood, we give the parent a pebble with their child's name on, and they can place the pebble wherever they want to in the dry riverbed, and it's somewhere they can visit on a regular basis if they choose to do so.
It's quite difficult to put into words the great work that goes on here, isn't it? It's a humbling place to come and visit.
It is, but it's, you know, it's just an amazing facility. You know, we've met some of the children that are in here, and you know, and all the staff, all the care workers, and it's just fantastic what they do. It's brilliant. It's unbelievable.
Well, what a fantastic facility, and if you've been interested about the hospice from what you've seen here, come down and have a visit. It is a very, very special place. So Rachel, I guess on behalf of World Snooker we have to say thanks for your involvement, and hopefully every quid and every fiver that people are putting in those buckets really is being well spent.
Absolutely. I mean, the relationship has been phenomenal. 3 years running now, we've been working together. By May time, we'll have raised over £200,000 with the relationship. The awareness that we've had on the back of it, the exposure that we've had that we would never normally have had. We have to raise over £3 million every year, and we get less than 10% statutory government funding. So this opportunity has been phenomenal, and we're so really, really grateful. Thank you.
Well, if you'll have us back, we'll come and visit you next year. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Brilliant. Look forward to it.
Well, there's no doubt it's an absolutely brilliant cause. And if you're coming here to the Crucible between now and the end of the tournament, please whack a quid in this bucket, because every penny does count. And we can confirm, after the high-quality snooker we've very much enjoyed at this year's championship, 70 Centuries has triggered an additional £25,000 donation to Bluebell Hospice. So not only has it been fantastic to watch, it's been a brilliant, brilliant tournament as far as Bluebell Wood is concerned. So long may they continue their great work. Now, let's get back onto snooker of sorts. If you've been watching Break Off, you'll be aware of our Betfred World Micro Snooker Challenge. No players to take part today. Well, they've got the serious business of focusing on the semi-finals, but we've put two footballers to the test. So it's Leeds United against Man U. This is called the Micro World Championship. It's as many as you can pot in a minute. We couldn't find snooker balls, so we have to make do with pool balls. Doesn't matter if the black goes in early on, not a problem. But the key with this is, if you go in off with the white, the break's over. Billy Sharp from Leeds United. Billy, as many as you can in a minute. If you're in off, the break's over. Billy Sharp, 3, 2, 1, you're live. Oh, this is solid. Oh yes, the Ellen Road faithful would love this. Little push shot there, that's allowed.
It's allowed, yeah. It's allowed.
Okay, still in it. He's taking this very seriously. A little bit more. Even Matt, the cameraman, can't keep up. There's one down, come on. Okay, now he's on a roll. Here he goes. This is very tactical. Halfway through. This is a great effort, actually. He's really plotting his way around the table here. He's desperate to avoid going in off. Oh, here we go. Oh, you've got about 5 seconds left. Come on. Oh, hang on. Oh, that's a superb hit under pressure. 2 seconds. Yes, we'll give you that one. I'll tell you what, that was... You've only got 4 left. You're going to be right near the top of the leaderboard. That was sensational. Must be the highlight of your career.
Yeah, it is. I'm absolutely delighted with that. Gonna pack football up and be a snooker player, I think.
Adnan Januzaj, Belgium and Man U winger, legend. Right, 3, 2, 1, you're live. Oh, he's got it off! Unbelievable! Oh my God. It's an own goal. Right, quickly, let's see how many we've got. Okay, there's one. It's getting better. There's 2. He did get 3 off the break. So it's Leeds United 1, Man U 0 in the Battle of the Footballers on the World Micro Snooker Challenge. Billy Sharp moves to 5th, 11 in 60 seconds, and he managed not to go in off, unlike Adnan, but he is the quickest to last on 1 second. 3 balls, he is 6th from bottom. So from the micro snooker to the very serious business of who's going to qualify for this year's Betfred World Snooker Championship final. Ivan Hershevitz has joined me late on Friday evening to dissect a fascinating session. Sean Murphy against Barry Hawkins. The guys behind us are just making a few amendments before tomorrow's session gets underway. Sean resumed 6-2 up, that became 13-3, and suddenly it was looking as though Hawkins was going to go with a session to spare, but 2 big centuries from the Hawk. Murphy's only 1 frame away, but Barry has at least forced Sean to come back at 16-8 into that deciding session tomorrow.
Yeah, every credit to Hawkins for fighting back tonight. When Murphy won the first frame of the session for 14-3, you could have forgiven Hawkins for kind of rolling over and the match ending tonight, but he did dig in. He won the 5 frames that he needed tonight. 16-8. I think if you'd offered Murphy 16-8 at the start of the session tonight, he would have taken it. He's virtually in the final. He enjoys the big occasion, and he might quite enjoy just coming out tomorrow and receiving all the applause, just needing to win 1 more frame. But yeah, I mean, I think Murphy's played better snooker than anyone across the tournament, and he's virtually in the final.
I think we ought to make mention that Barry Hawkins has had one of the most difficult runs to the semi-final we've ever seen. 68 frames of snooker before a ball was potted in the semi-final. Some of this deficit must come down purely and simply to fatigue.
Yeah, he said last year he lost 17-7 to O'Sullivan in the semis, and he said he was just wiped out. He just had nothing left. And I think after he beat Allen 13-11 this year, he said, I'm probably going to have to win my quarter-final 13-0 to have a chance. I ended up winning 13-12, so possibly you could have predicted that he wouldn't have a lot left in the tank for the semi-finals. Maybe that's something that he needs to look at. Maybe he needs to work on his fitness, if he is going to go all the way at the big one.
OK, so one more frame for Shaun Murphy would get him across the line. Tomorrow morning, Judd Trump resumes against Stuart Bingham. Bingham came out this afternoon with a 5-3 lead. They shared the 8 frames this afternoon, so it's still a really, really touch-and-go match, that. Great credit to Stuart. Many people would have put Judd down as favourite for that one, and there's certainly been no hangover from Bingham after that epic victory over Ronnie O'Sullivan. But 9-7, it's absolutely in the balance and could still go either way.
Yeah, and great that we've got, it looks like, going to have one very, very close semi-final, as the other one looks like it's going to be quite one-sided. Bingham just keeps on going, doesn't he? I think we're all expecting at some point, is Trump going to step up a gear and just reel off 4 or 5 frames and pull away? We wonder whether Trump had kind of psyched himself up mentally for playing O'Sullivan in the semi-finals, and maybe he feels a little bit edgy against Bingham because he feels what a great chance this is to get to the final. But yeah, I mean, 9-7, it's just perfectly poised.
OK, so that's how it stands. Join us for semi-final Saturday. Murphy's almost there, but there's a huge amount of life left in the match between Stuart Bingham and Judd Trump. We will see you tomorrow.